Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday morning. Now, it's not every day that you can say that your first ever film audition got you a role next to people like Samuel L. Jackson and Christopher Waltz and Margot Robbie. Well, in our studio, we have a true star. Sidney Ralitsoele is in our studio. He's in the latest film of Tarzan that releases in 2016, and he's just returned from the UK where they were all shooting this film. Sidney, welcome to the show.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
I'm amazed at your talent and what you're doing. Your first film audition, how did it come about? Tell me how you get that call to come and schlep with everyone else.
It was literally just basic, you know what I mean? I did an audition, I got called back about a few days later, and they wanted to go see me in London, like literally a week after my audition for the callbacks and stuff like that. But eventually I lost my passport, and it was a bit of a long story. In any case, we set up a callback via Skype with David Yates, the director of Harry Potter.
Of course, as one does.
So we set up the cameras and everything, and just literally, when we were about to audition, he says to me after like having an interview, he asked me like odd questions. He goes, "You know what, man? Forget the interview, forget the callback. We'll see you in London." And that was it.
Now, I interrogated Sidney beforehand because I was curious, man. I said to him, what did you do before this film audition? You were a manager in a retail store, and then you gave it up for your dream. You started going to school, and you auditioned, and you got the role?
Yeah, because pretty much, I think I got to a point where I had to, like, just narrow everything down. Because, I mean, I have a business mind, but then I was like, I'm passionate about acting. So I quit everything, and I got into bartending, obviously, to, like, stabilize your life, and, you gotta eat.
Tell me about your character in Tarzan.
Simbu is Margot Robbie's Jane's best friend, childhood friend. And so basically they come back and back to Africa, because when she misses home, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So coming back, there's this whole evolution of great things that happen, and, gains and losses, but gains at the end.
Do you get to wear the Tarzan costume?
No. Tarzan is, no, I get to wear like there's this cloth that they gave us, like a leather skirt, rather.
Okay.
More like an African kilt.
And were there any divas on set? Because, I mean, I look at Samuel L. Jackson, Christopher Waltz, Margot Robbie. What's it like being on set? Weren't you nervous?
Frankly speaking, at first I was nerve-wracked.
Look, you were next to that guy. Were you nervous when you arrived?
Yes. And
this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And after that, eventually I broke into it, man. You know what I mean? Like, my psychology broke, and I saw how they are, how they treat you, how they take care of you. They actually, like, they actually care, you know what I mean? Like, like you talk to them like this, you know what I mean? And they give you like information that probably you'll never hear from any reporter or anybody.
Where's your accent from?
I grew up in New York.
Okay, so you grew up in New York, your parents are now in Bloemfontein. I also learned that he's got a twin brother, so he doesn't look like you?
He doesn't know fraternal.
Shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he couldn't get the role, even if he tried. Where to next? Where are you going next?
Next time I'm gonna be here for a little while, and there's certain things that I'm working on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Born in Lesotho. Now he's in UK and in a Hollywood star, Tarzan. Wow. Tarzan opens in June 2016, so we can see him, a true South African, Sidney Ralitsoele. Yo, how do they say your surname over there?
Ralitsoele.
You're so cool, man. Motivate our youngsters. Come on, how old are you?
Okay, guys, I'm 31.
Okay.
All right, and okay, I look pretty young for 31. Motivation-wise, grind, bleed for what you believe.
Wow.
Really. If you don't bleed for what you believe, you'll very well succeed in being mediocre, and I mean that. You know what I mean? You gotta bleed.
Sure. Well, you've definitely reached heights, and we're very, very proud of you.
Thank
That's
you
why
very
we
much.
have you on the show.
Appreciate
So
it.
all the best with 2015 and also the release. Don't be like all the other actors that spent all their money before the release. So please keep some so that when the movie releases, we see you live in action with that cash. Sidney in our studio, this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. See that laugh. It's going to land in more international roles. Well, there's more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Great. What's happening?